Campaigning to ensure her son isn't forced to leave Britain has become a full-time job for Janice Sharp. Now, for the first time since 2002, a ray of light has emerged. On his visit to the White House, David Cameron spoke to President Obama about the case, and both agreed they could find an appropriate solution.
I mean, I was shocked. I could hardly speak. For him to raise that, as I say, during a time like this, because everyone in America is very angry at him about BP, and he's got quite a lot of... he's actually got to argue quite a lot over there as it is to defend his position. So for him to do that, I think was incredibly brave. And I was actually quite proud that he stood up for Gary.
The gravity of Gary McKinnon's alleged offences are not in doubt. Accused of hacking into the Pentagon's computer network in 2002, causing damage estimated to be more than $700,000. But the 44-year-old suffers from Asperger's syndrome and claims to have been looking for evidence of UFOs. The Tories have always been opposed to his extradition.
There are two things that need to happen here. First, the Home Secretary in Britain is reviewing this case and has to make an effectively a sort of quasi-judicial decision in the next few weeks. But at the same time, there have been discussions between the British government and the American ambassador about potential steps that could be taken in this case.
Cameron also said that Obama told him he would find a compromise, but publicly the president wouldn't be drawn in the case.
One of the traditions we have is the president doesn't get involved in decisions around prosecutions, extradition matters.
At the time of Gary McKinnon's indictment in 2002, computer misuse wasn't an extraditable offence in the USA, and in Britain it carried a maximum sentence of only 6 months. But a year later, an extradition treaty was rushed through between Britain and America in the light of 9/11.
We are unusual in this country in that we are prepared to extradite our own citizens. Many other countries will not extradite their own citizens. They say that they will be tried in their own country or not at all. So we are prepared to extradite our own citizens. The discretion has been taken away from ministers, and I think ministers are beginning to regret it.
If extradition does go ahead, Gary could face 60 years in an American prison. The hope for him and his family is that he'll be permitted to be tried here in Britain. Jane Dougall, Sky News.